If you own a Spaza shop, then this next interview is for you. The South Africa SME Fund has made a substantial investment in A2Pay to drive growth and financial inclusion to Spaza shops. This investment aims to reach 10,000 Spaza shops and to create 40,000 jobs in the next 10 years. A2Pay says it provides hands-on coaching to local entrepreneurs, which improves the running of their businesses. So to chat further, Ms. Tina Mason, the CEO of A2Pay, is joining us on SME On Point. Happy Valentine's Day, and thank you for joining us on SME On Point.
Thank you, Liabo. Thank you for having me.
What do you think of Benita's story? I mean, it's a love day.
No, I think it's a lovely story.
It's great,
I think it's a fantastic story, and it's got all the crossover potential.
Yes.
So I wish her everything of the best.
I do too.
I'll look for her cards.
You should. Tina, let's talk about A2Pay. Who's A2Pay, and why are you targeting this Spaza shop industry? It seems to be a dying industry indeed, especially from a local perspective.
Yeah. So A2Pay is a fintech company.
Okay.
And we have been a partner of the Jobs Fund for many years. Very successful partnership between private and public partnership. And we wanted to address some of the issues in the informal sector. And then a couple of verticals that work very well there. There's obviously liquor, there's transport, and food was one of them.
Yeah.
And in conjunction with the Job Fund, I'm going to explain where SME comes in, we developed a product and a tool and a business tool and some coaching methodology for the Spaza shops. And we then provide the Spaza shops with a point-of-sale device, all the business information about their business to see they can now see whether they're running their business effectively, and a well-developed coaching methodology.
Let me understand you correctly. When you say a point-of-sale device, so this would be a device where we use cards for purchases. Is this correct?
Absolutely. There's debit cards available.
Right.
But this is a proper point-of-sale device that you would find in any big retailer.
Okay.
And the reason for that is that the disciplines involved in running a fast-moving consumable business require that you control your stock in and you control your stock out.
Yeah. Let's talk about which Spaza shops or how you choose them. I know that you were in KZN just this past week.
Yes.
What do the Spaza shop owners, I know there are a lot watching us, what do they need to do in order to qualify, particularly for funding? Because I know that there's a big issue among the Spaza shop industry.
So we work with established Spaza shop owners, people who have business experience.
A registered business?
No, it's a Spaza shop.
It does not need to be registered. Cool.
It's a highly unregulated market, and they're a functioning and established business in that market. So we have a set of criteria. We approach Spaza shops in the market. If they are interested and they meet the criteria, and the criteria are very straightforward, we then go ahead.
Take us through the criteria.
You need to have run your business for 3 to 5 years. We like to come and see your shop.
Okay.
The owner must be invested in actually wanting to grow his business. Must be willing to use the machinery and the equipment. Must be willing to employ a South African and pay a license fee of 250 Rand.
I love the part of employing a South African, because you say that you're targeting employment of 10,000 people.
Yes.
How is that going to work out? Is this a part of this criteria that you mentioned to us?
Absolutely. So our thesis is that entrepreneurs create jobs. And when you give the right people the right information, they make the right decisions. So giving people the right information about their business and helping them build a trading history then allows them to say, okay, fine, now I can apply for capital. And that's where the SME Fund came in. So they saw a gap in the market, and they said, what if we actually assisted A2Pay to provide funding to these Spaza shops who've proved themselves through using the technology, through adopting the behaviors, through changing their behavior, have shown it evidence, and we're able to see that through the technology platform.
So what happens now, because we have a lot of foreign-owned Spaza shops as well, do they qualify as well?
We concentrate exclusively on South Africans.
Okay.
So we work with the Jobs Fund, we work with SME. So at the moment, our focus is exclusively on the South African merchant.
Once again, take us through how Spaza shop owners can get hold of A2Pay, and maybe put more emphasis on the criteria. I think that's more important.
Okay, great. So we are working in the 4 major areas at the moment. We are in KZN, we are in Cape Town, we are in Johannesburg, and we have a small presence in the Eastern Cape.
Okay.
All right. We have a website, www.a2pay.co.za. All our details are on there.
Okay.
We like to work in township with local youth that we have employed, and we work Spaza shop to Spaza shop.
Fantastic.
And effectively, that's how we get around it.
I hope that our viewers have got all the information. Tina Mason, the COO of A2Pay, joining us on SME On Point to talk about how A2Pay can help Spaza shops, particularly locally owned ones, and how you can be part of their program to help improve your business. So today in